Hey everyone, this is Corey with Casual EDC, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the BladeHQ and Vox Dapper. Starting off with a little bit of size comparison, as always, Benchmade bug out, and the 84mm Victorinox Cadet. As you can see, stacking up against the Victorinox here, it's a rather small knife, just about the same size overall as the Victorinox. So this knife is an exclusive from BladeHQ. These have been out of stock for a while. I don't know if they're going to restock these or not. It's saying that it's going to be back in this year, 2021, looking at their website right now. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, sign up for the notifications. This is a micarta liner lock flipper. As I said, Vox design. Just a small secondary or utility kind of carry. Micarta options, as well as carbon fiber and an all titanium. M390 steel. You can see the BladeHQ logo, M390 in Italy marked right there, and then the Vox logo, the little bomb right there. Getting into a little bit about this knife, as I mentioned, liner lock. It runs on bearings, so it's pretty smooth. You can see the lanyard kind of flapping around there, but overall it flips nicely, drops shut pretty well when it's all tuned up the way it is now. This has a, as I said, M390 blade with a flat grind. You're looking at a pretty thick blade stock, 0.14 inches on the stock for this little tiny knife, which is one of my areas that I really don't like about this, and we're going to get into that in a second. But I'll start off with what I like about this, and it's that it's very small and easy to carry. It's pretty thin. You're looking at a handle thickness of 0.46 inches, so less than half an inch, and a mostly deep carry clip. It carries, there's a little bit of knife sticking out, and this lanyard here really helps get that out. And I didn't mention it, but this is from Kobe as well, so thanks to Kobe for loaning this guy along the way. This is actually in pieces when it came to me, if you guys saw the first impressions and unboxing video. And this has been all fixed up and has done really well for me. But anyway, carries nicely. It's nice and thin, and the flipping action is really good. If you squeeze a little too hard, this micarta is pretty thin. I don't know if you can see just how thin that is next to where the lock is, but if you squeeze too hard, I'll see if I can do it here. Let's see. Yeah, I can't deploy that. It's because I'm pushing with my middle finger right here and forcing the detent in. So you kind of have to wrap your fingers around the pocket clip to stay off of that so you can flip it out. Those are all the things that I like about this knife, and then there's the things I don't, which I mentioned, that 0.14 inch blade stock. You only have 2.25 inches of cutting edge on this, and the overall blade length is just 2.375 inches, so it is very small blade, which is capable for most of our cutting tasks that we need. But for such a small knife, I don't know why they would make the blade so thick. See if you can see how thick this is behind the edge as well. There's zero tolerance knives that are thinner than this, especially at the tip, and this has been sharpened. I did a sharpening job for him on this knife and thinned this edge out just a bit, and it's still like it's like an axe. It's like a splitting wedge. And because of that really thick grind and thick blade stock, this guy kind of struggles getting through cardboard if you're not going with the grain, so to speak. If you're cutting across those striations, those internal ribs inside the cardboard, it's gonna bind up on you. If you have like a really keen mirror edge on it, you might be able to get through, but this was stropped at 7 micron, and I don't know how much work Kobe did with this in between the time that I sent it to him and the time I got it back, but it still felt fairly sharp, but it definitely struggled getting through the cardboard, which is it's a shame, because this knife, being the size it is, had some really good potential to be a very classy gentleman's type carry, It is called the Dapper after all. You'd think you want to look dapper when carrying this, but instead it's like a little pocket tank in terms of the blade thickness and grind. Ergonomics are okay. You can see there's one little finger choil in here, and that's not for your front finger, it's for your middle finger. So you can rest in this way. I can get 3 fingers on, and my pointer finger wraps right around where the blade is right here. You can see the jimping from the flipper tab is there to help lock in, and it's okay. It's got to stay out in your fingers, otherwise you're not getting used to that finger choil. You're just kind of wrapping over it, and the whole time this pocket clip is kind of in your fingers. Or if you tuck it back, like I said, you're gonna miss that finger choil, and you're getting the pocket clip up here in your palm. So it's definitely not the comfiest knife to use, and when it gets bound up in cardboard and you're kind of squeezing on this, that pocket clip doesn't feel good. So some good things and some bad things with this knife, and hopefully with the 2021 re-release of this, they change these things, make it thinner, make it the knife itself doesn't have to be thinner, but the blade stock and the grind definitely do. I'll be interested to see what they do with that, but for now, with what we have, this is it's an okay knife. It's 95, so $150 for a less than 3-inch M390 blade, micarta handles, and a very thick grind that's just not great for breaking down cardboard, and that's mostly what my EDC use is. So just kind of a shame to see a knife company come out with a knife that missed the mark in so many different places. That's going to be it today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care.